Hey everybody, it's your friend Sarmate here, back with another episode of Settlement Survival. I hope you're having a fantastic and amazing day today, and I hope you have a fantastic and amazing New Year's. We got a couple things we're going to work on today, including trying to lock down a little bit more clothing action. So I've already got that a little bit started here. This is our steel area from the last episode. We have a corral in here, so my idea for this is going to be some alpaca action for some fur, and alpaca action for some fur for this corral. And then we got some plantations, and the plantations are going to be all flax to begin with. I also want to put in some more spirit production, because you can see here we're really hurting on spirits and beer. So I wanted to get a little bit more spirits going, and we could even do some more oats or something like that and get some more beer action as well. But for now, I think we're just going to worry about spirits. We'll get these 3 started here, and then we are going to be placing another I believe it's called the Refinery right behind them. And we'll just kind of put it in line with this building right here, which is a clothes factory. And that's for the alpaca wool and linen that's going to be produced over here. So we could do that with, let's see, where is it? Alpaca fur and linen. Where are you? Here you are. Okay. Get that working. So this is going to be linens, flax, I mean. So flax, and you're going to be flax. And you're gonna be flax. It's lettuce, not flax. Can't make clothes out of lettuce. Well, I guess you could, but they probably wouldn't last very long. And then we are going to also be needing a weaver as well. So, sorry, textile. No, I forgot they changed that. So we'll put that guy right there. We can even do another one if we want. Oh, actually, that will work better right there. We'll put that like that. And then this little area could be also used for more housing if we decide to do that, because we're within the radius on all these fun things. So we could definitely put more housing in here if we want that. But we still have open spaces here, so that's not necessary. It's going to be alpaca, and then we got to find our other alpacas so we can transfer some. Wow, we don't have any down here. That's surprising. Alpaca! There you are. Okay, separate. And then we're going to bring you down to here. Did you see that? -1? That's the remaining -1. Seen that before. All right, so they're going to have some alpaca in there. We got 2 more of these corrals done over here. So we got our donkeys over here now. That's great. And we got some pigs over here as well. Lots of pigs coming in. We're trying to get that food up. We're doing pretty good in the food production. Well, we were graph. It was like way over here. The yellow bar was like way over here, and it looked good. So it looks like we are falling a little bit behind. So we're going to have to put in some more farms this episode for sure. Besides these ones, of course, and keep that up. And then we're gonna have to put this guy to be also down jacket, and you're gonna also be, and then an alpaca. So these things are going to take a little bit to get up to speed. We're going to have to get some storage going with the plantations for flax, and then of course the alpaca fur. And it's going to take a moment. This storage center is big enough to where it should be able to handle all this riffraff that's happening over here, and we should be good to go with that. So this is going to be our agave seeds over here, and this guy, we need some glass, so that's going to take a moment. So we'll get that rolling. That's set up and good to go. We have our 3 reservoirs over here producing a bunch of water from the last episode. So we got some fishies over here, fishing ports. I'm gonna put a couple more people in there, get that rolling even better. And then our great temple is on the way. It's got we need a lot more jade, a lot more sand, and some more building kits. But it looks like we have the cut stone, so that's great. And this is continuously going on in the background as we get the gold sand and the jade. It's getting put in there from up in this little area, and that's where we had our gold miners and our jade house. I've never even looked in here to see if there's anything we can upgrade. Let's get some steel tool action, and then these guys can probably do steel tools, and then you can do steel tools as well. Okay, maybe not. I did want to show off that we do have some gears. So if we go, I think it was, I don't remember which buildings can have the gears in them. Not fish one, I know that's for sure. It's more of like industrially building. So let's see, smelter. Nope, that's the brick kiln. Is it you? Nope, I'll find it. There we go. Let's just do these clothes factories. I know these ones have it. Yeah. So we have a good amount of gears now. 145. That's from our little area over here. Pretty great. And this is, of course, going to upgrade the efficiency of the building there. So that's great. I'm glad we have those finally. I know I didn't upgrade any of that because that's just sitting there right now. I don't want to use our gears for something that's not going to be producing anything right away. So we'll just have to find another one. I think we got a couple. Ooh, we should do it for our gown factory here. Yeah, that'd be better. All right, and I'm gonna put one more person in there for 2. Sweet. Ooh, we got a merchant ship. Let's go check that out. We are down to 91 laborers, huh? It's getting low again. I don't think we had a bunch of deaths. I mean, I think we've been pretty good with that. Yeah, I just now we're down to 87. People are getting put in places pretty quick. So let's see what we got here from the ship. There are no blueprints, unfortunately. I really like those blueprints when they come in because they're fun. We can't order those, so I think I'm gonna pass on this ship. Nothing super duper on there. Maybe this next one will have something better. Let's see what's up with you. Oh, you don't have any workers. Okay, now you do. All right, that's great. Okay, so at this point of the game, we are doing a lot. So it's a lot of just keeping up with our I guess our population, really. I guess that's kind of what the whole game is, right? It's keeping up with your population, making sure you got the goods that you need to have. But right now it's just kind of hard to keep up with the population because I believe our main issue is every season we get a bunch of births. So there's 17 births in the last season. And then the last one, that's probably up there, but it's going to be a while for me to find it. So we're just going to go off at 17. So if we get 17 births per season, that's over 60 per year, 60 people per year added to the town. That's a lot of food, water, and clothing to keep up. And so that's kind of the whole point of this area over here. We want to have the food, we're going to have water, which was the reservoirs we looked at. And then this is our tools and our clothing area that's what my hope is for this stuff. Another spot to try and keep up with the demand and everything else that we have going on here. But it's definitely not easy. So you got to keep repeating this stuff. It feels a little excessive and kind of crazy, but it's what you got to do. But as far as technologies go, we're doing really, really great on technologies. I think we have all the points to learn all the things. So I think we're going to do that. So we'll just grab this candy workshop, and then we're going to grab the small and the large trading posts. And what else do we have? I think the leather working was the last things. And it looks like we have one extra point. Let's just go through and double check to make sure that we have everything learned. Green, 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 green. Everybody's green. Everybody's green except for this Dig River. And I think I can't get that Dig River, but we'll check in just a moment. Everybody's green here. Everybody's green here. And green and green. Excellent. That's fun. That's crazy. Dig River. Yeah, I can't get it. So once all other technologies are unlocked in normal, this function will be available in sandbox. We're not in sandbox mode, so I think that's why it's not working, because we have all other technologies. I don't really know. So what that means is we can come up over here and we can get rid of all of our research academies because we don't need any more points. They're kind of a pointless thing to have. So we can shut these guys all down. Finally, we had a lot of them. Thanks for all your service. It was great, fantastic, and amazing. And I think, you know what I want to do? I want to demolish all of these. We'll take back this space for something else. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. Maybe we put in some industrially things. That could be a good idea, probably, because that's what we really need. Maybe some more farms, clothing, stuff and things, all that action. Maybe we'll do that. So we'll take a moment for that stuff to get torn down, and then we can do something with that space. Should be pretty sweet. I just want to check on our nursing homes here. I think they should be good to go. 36, 36, 36. Yeah, plenty of space. We could even maybe put in more nursing homes. But I'm not probably going to worry about that at this moment. I just want to make sure that we also have everything over here at least started. So I'm not surprised that if things are not quite working here yet, because I want these got to be in here for a couple of seasons to get going. Especially the farms. You know, it's got to go through the whole harvest season and everything. So, yeah, it's a thing. So this linen and wool are coming from somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where they're coming from, but that's great. And then we got our agave here working, and we'll put another person in there as well. And we might as well give this person a little bit of help with that. One of those. And then we should be able to put in another worker there. All right. That's great. And then I think I'm going to put a well nearby as well. A well near as well. Because it's a water source, and since that stuff is making things with water, it's just right there. It makes it easier. Okay, so processing. So under treasure, I'm gonna guess we have the leather shop and the leatherware hut. That name is okay. So we could definitely find a spot for these two. Leather would be our cows, so that would be kind of up in here somewhere. I really don't know if we have any space. It's pretty crammed. We could just go over, where else do we have? A bunch of corrals. We got a bunch of corrals here. Lots of leather. We could go back. Oh, maybe this would work in here. So use to process leather into fine leather, and this is leather wear, so we could do this, and yeah, this should work. Okay, we'll do that there, and then this guy right next door to right there. So those two things are gonna get working. The one was making leather handbags, and the one is producing the fine leather, and that's, I believe, made with salt. We'll have to check here in just a moment once it's get built up. We should have plenty of salt going around. We could check our salt guy. I think that's right here. Yep. Yeah, 66,000. That's great. So we're doing fine with salt. I think we only have 2 of those for the entire city. They're doing really good work. So processing, what else do we have available to us? Well, everything, but there we have a little dot on there, so something's new. Ah, the candy workshop. So that's gonna need sugar and water and something else. I don't remember what else it needs. So we have our sugar stuff up here, I believe, somewhere in here. And of course, water we could always put in a well. This looks like it'll work right there. We'll put that in there. And then we'll check that out in a little bit once it gets working. Perfect, right there. See what else we can add into it. Candies are really great. They increase happiness. They're just good food to have around. And we're only in 1 yellow smiley face. We definitely want to get higher if we can, because why not? Like, we got 4 yellow hearts. That's great. And what's the deal with this barbecue house? Oh, we have nobody working there. I guess it's hard to get stuff made when you don't have anybody working on it. So we got some whiskeys, and let's get somebody working at this barbecue house. Production has been suspended. There we go, Karen and Nicole. Nice. All right, get that back up and running. I forgot that we had turned that off, so that's been sitting there for too long. Oh, so this is an oven we got this upgrade in the last episode. This is something we have to buy from a trade ship, like the church bells or the cats. So you have to order that or catch it on the boats as they come in. Okay, so it looks like there aren't any notifications, so that means all these buildings over here are at least operating a little bit, which is great. Definitely need these guys going. So got our linen and alpaca wool coming from somewhere. I don't think these guys are producing it yet. Oh, they are. Okay, that's good. That's good. So I'm gonna bump these up to 2, and then you're gonna be up to 2 as well. And do we have any upgrades we can throw in on these guys? Okay, the gears, we knew that. How many gears do we have? 100? And I'm not gonna blow all of our gears on it. And I don't want to admit no more workers on it just yet, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. In our linen textile, we can do steel tools. Let's do that. Okay, and that should be okay for now. What does our transfer station have in it? All sorts of fun things. Everything around that we're making, which makes sense. All right, well, what else do we run into? So we could see if we could find our candy workshop again. I think I heard that getting built, and our leather guys, which should be right in here. Here we go. Okay, so yes, the leather and salt create the refined leather. So we want to do, I guess don't really need to do another person in there. Let's check out the hut here. Got Lawrence working on stuff. So the textiles, interesting. So that's where we make leather shoes. So, and leather boots. Okay, so these must be better than the shoes because it's the refined leather, right? Increases citizens' movement speed, but will gradually wear out and needs to be replaced. Yep. Greatly reduce the chance of citizens suffering from ankle sprains and fractures. Interesting. Okay, tradable items. I don't really care about the tradable items. So let's go with the leather boots. We'll get these guys making leather boots, and then this is requiring a refined leather, which we can do right here. And so let's put in a couple more workers here, and then we'll do a couple more workers here. And I'm going to put in a little bit more of a head start and better production for the base item, so that I'd rather have more base items, and then these guys are not waiting for goods to make their goods. I think that's better. So we're going to do that. And there we go. That's the leather things. Kind of a cool thing. We haven't really needed it. It seems like you can either go down the leather route or you go down the silk route, because I think for most recipes that require silk, you could substitute with refined leather. So we could see if we could find our guy here. Let's see if I can find that. These guys might not have it in here. So yeah, so you can see here we got silk feathers, luxury coat, and then refined leather feathers, luxury coats. So it's same recipes. One's got silk, one's got refined leather. I suppose the refined leather kind of makes a little bit more sense, because if you have all the critters like we do, you have the leather to make the stuff. So it would just be another branch that you could go down instead of going into the silk like we did. but I kind of like the silk, so that's what we did. All right, our candy workshop is ready to go as well. So no product has been selected, so we have to do that, of course. So sugar and water makes candy. We got that, easy peasy. I don't think we have any cocoa beans around, so we'll have to, I don't even think we have the seeds. So that's another thing I'd like to do with this playthrough is grab all the seeds, and then we have all the animals, all the seeds, and that would be really great. We have water, and we have a little bit of butter for chocolate, so that's not going to happen. And then the jam, we only have one thing for jams, which would be really great to get into this fruit candy. But I think we'll just start with regular candy. We should have some sugar. Apparently not, but we're going to do this. Let's find our sugar makers. It should be right around here someplace. Here we go. This guy right here. So the sugar shop is using our malt to make sugars. And I think, oh, I was hoping that, I always think that this is gear. Probably because there's a gear in the picture. But we could upgrade our mills with a gear, right? Yeah. Okay, so this guy that's making malt, I want you to have the gear. So that would be great. But it looks like our wheat farms are not keeping up, and that's the issue with that. So we could see if we could sneak another wheat farm in here. We could do a plantation. Ooh, is this gonna fit in here? It's not. We got this transfer station right in the way here. Tempted to tear it down. I tell you what, we'll just do a fertile field in here. Ooh, nice, fits. Fit over here too? No, okay. We'll just do one of these. I definitely prefer the standard fields. I just like them a lot more. I like that they're all the uniform size and they're just great. So once these guys get cleared out, make these be wheat, and then we can have more wheat production over here, and then thus more sugar. So then we could get our candy guys working a little bit better. So we're making whiskey from the malt and from the spirits. So that's probably where some of my spirits went, into this whiskey production. Why would a winery need a kiln? I don't know. We'll do that anyways. Okay, so that's good to go. And then this guy, oh yeah, I needed the oven, which we need from crate. Okay, so since we're talking about the seeds, let's go ahead and we'll order some seeds. I think we have enough. Think we have enough money? I don't know. Let's see. We might only get one seed. We could do broccoli. Is there anything more fun other than broccoli? Like, I love broccoli, but I don't think we need the seeds. So cocoa is one that we were looking at, right? So what does the cocoa cost? 16? So we'll only be able to get one seed. Let's get the cocoa in. Why not? We'll get that order set up. It's kind of silly to order a whole ship for just one cocoa, but that's what we did. It's on the way. You know what we could do? With this little area right in here, that's what we could do. We could get a little bit of a cocoa refinery going. I can't remember if cocoa is in the nursery or if it's in the plantations or not, so we could just check here. Oh, we don't have the seeds yet. We gotta wait. So we'll do that, and then whatever we need, we'll put in here. I think that will work great. We could even add in another candy workshop over here, and you know, this probably isn't big enough to have all the things for it. But what we could do is, you know, I don't know. I was gonna say we could just make the malt and sugar and everything all in right in here. We might be able to do it. We'll see. So let's wait for that ship to arrive and having our cocoa, and we can see if we can make some chocolate over there. That'd be pretty sweet. Get it? See what I did there? Sweet chocolate. So funny. Okay, is there anything else that we haven't built in here? So we're still getting tech points from the schools, of course. That's not anything that I want to turn off because the schools help in other ways besides tech points. Is there anything else that we overlooked or we want to look at and get into a little bit more? It doesn't really seem like it. So I think we got everything covered. That's great. I mean, that's kind of how I do these series, is just go through the technology points and just build up as we go. And then, so I guess from now on in this series, depending on how many more episodes we do, it's probably going to be, I can't see like more than like 3 episodes. We're probably just going to be just playing a little bit and just going around, and it's going to be more like this video is, where it's less structured because we don't have the technology to provide that structure. It's usually what I do is I just find the technology, as you guys know, if you watch me in the series, you know how I do it, and then we build that stuff, and then we kind of just keep going on. But I want to play a little bit more in the end game. What we did last time is just kind of get to end game and then be done. And I want to just go a little bit further into it. I want to get that other wonder built and played with a little bit because we didn't do that at all. So that's what I want to do. All right, I was correct that the cocoa seeds are in the nursery. So let's go ahead and let's sneak a little nursery up in here. I think we could do 2, it looks like. Perfect. Okay, those are going to be cocos. Let's do a plantation. We'll do that guy right there, and that's going to be for our wheat for malt. And then we want to have the mill, which is going to be under probably food mill. Here we go. Yep. Not gonna quite fit in there, unfortunately. And then we'll have the mill. Okay. And then we're gonna need the sugar shop. Okay, and then okay, so we got, let's see, I just want to make sure that we have everything. So we go from wheat to malt to sugar, and then we need water. So we're gonna need, I'm gonna do a couple big wells over here because we have the space to do it. And water is something that we constantly need. And then I'm surprised this all fits in here, honestly. And I think that's it, right? And then we have the sugar, water, cocoa. That should be enough. So I think I'm gonna put in another plantation because of the demand on the mill for the wheat or the malt. So we'll do that, and I might as well put in, I could put in one more over here. Let's just do the 3 for now, and we'll see how that does. It looks like we are in need of some medicine, so we could definitely put in a couple nurseries on this side. Let's put one over here. That's not too bad. And then this is a livable area, so we could put in more houses up over here too. It's up in this corner. That could work out pretty nicely. Got our plantation done, and then let's go ahead and get ourselves into some wheat seeds. And you know what else we could do over here is put in a little winery and a brewery as well, and use all the wheat for all that stuff. It might be a good idea. I'm not sure if we run out, we're gonna run out of the malt. We'll see. So I think I'll just do this for now, and we'll see how much that this keeps up with the chocolate production that we're trying to do. Let's get our cocoa seeds working in there, and then this merchant ship arrived. So let's just take a peek at what the ship has. It doesn't look like it has any of our blueprints. So here's where the toilets are and the bell towers are. So the bell towers are for the churches. Let's just go ahead and, the bell towers are kind of pointless for how I designed the areas, because all the houses are within the original church's radius. So there's no point really in getting a bell tower other than just to upgrade. Yeah, and I get 4 toilets. So let's do one more. Do I have 3,000? Oh, I do. Okay, so I'm gonna get enough to get these guys going. All right, that's good to go. Now we will have that stuff. Okay, and I did notice as we were going through here that I forgot about the large and small trading thingy-doodlers. So we could get this guy going. And I've heard nowadays there's a little caravan that shows up and visits your trading post. So that would be pretty cool to see if we can get this guy going. Do cut stone roads, and we'll do one of those and one of these, and like that. There we go. Cut stone road in. Trading post getting ready. Okay, so ropes. That's another thing that we have a continuous issue with, is we use ropes in production of building all sorts of things nowadays. Let's get our wheat and and here we go. Okay. Yeah, so like this, calling for rope. Don't have rope over here. All of our corrals we're calling for rope. We have the production, and it just takes a little bit for that stuff to get going over there, but it does happen eventually. It looks like these are all full now. They have people living in them, so we could definitely put in some more houses over here to accommodate more people. But what about our apartments? Are these full yet? They aren't full, but they do have people in them, so that's good at least that they have people in them. And we got a little bit of wiggle room with it. All right, and then our sugar shop, we want malt, of course. And we'll do like that. And we'll just get this windmill working. Oh, nursery over here, so this is going to be for regular herbs because we need that. We're going to upgrade for hose. Let's put some hose in here as well. And our windmill is completed. Excellent. You are going to be making malt from your wheat, and we're gonna do this and this and one of these. And do we have any gears yet? Nope, we don't. Okay, so we'll have to wait for gears. Definitely get those gears going once we are able to do that. And I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me and making some chocolate farms. They're gonna be delicious and amazing. I hope you have a great rest of your evening, day, or night, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Settlement Survival.